Hello everyone, there's a lot of breaking news in regards to our second stimulus payment. Mitch McConnell has just rejected a standalone stimulus check increase. The majority leader said Senate will only consider small targeted aid, not another fire hose of borrowed money. The Kentucky Republican said the House's proposal is too generous for higher earners and does not align with what President Trump has suggested, which has no realistic path to quickly pass the Senate. And according to The Hill, Mitch McConnell signals that the House $2,000 stimulus checks bill will not pass in the Senate. McConnell and Senator Pat Toomey blocked the House bill on the Senate floor on Wednesday. McConnell also blocked it twice on Tuesday. Everybody tell me in the comments down below, should Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell just pass the $2,000 stimulus checks? And is he the politician holding back our second stimulus payment? Leave a comment down below saying yes or no. And folks, before we get into the video, be sure to subscribe to my channel and click the notifications bell. Let's get this video to 1,000 likes if you support the $2,000 stimulus checks. My message to our politicians, specifically Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, is to go ahead and pass the stimulus checks. If you agree, then leave a comment down below saying I agree.
That puts the president more in line with Democrats, who tried to force a vote on the new direct payments today, already passed by the Democratic-controlled House.
There's one question left today. Do Senate Republicans join with the rest of America in supporting $2,000 checks?
Today, that answer was no.
Object.
Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell blocked the Democratic effort, speaking for most Republicans who don't want to spend additional money on stimulus. But some are now suggesting they'd support it, including both Georgia Republicans looking for an edge ahead of a tough Senate runoff election scheduled for next Tuesday.
Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell on Wednesday ripped the House-passed proposal to increase the amount of stimulus checks from $600 to $2,000, signaling that it will not pass in the Senate. McConnell's remarks underscore that Congress is unlikely to get a proposal to increase the stimulus checks to Trump's desk by noon Sunday, which is the start of the 117th Congress. The House passed a bill Monday to increase the amount of stimulus included in a recent $2.3 trillion package, but McConnell said Wednesday that the Senate would not pass the standalone bill on checks.
At House Republicans, many of whom voted last night to override his veto of a sweeping annual defense bill. The Senate is expected to do the same this week, but today Senator Bernie Sanders said he'd block that vote until McConnell allows a vote on stimulus checks.
Working families need help now. Not next year, but right now.
Majority Leader McConnell signaled he may be willing to bring those checks up for a vote, but he tied them to two of the president's other priorities: curtailing protections for social media companies and investigating allegations.
McConnell said from the Senate floor, the Senate is not going to split apart the three issues that President Trump linked together, just because Democrats are afraid to address two of them. The Senate is not going to be bullied into rushing out more borrowed money into the hands of Democrats' rich friends who don't need the help. Everybody tell me what you think of Mitch McConnell in the comments down below. Is he the problem for holding back? Is he the person holding back our second stimulus bill? Now, McConnell argued that the House-passed bill does not align with what President Trump has suggested.
Supporting the $2,000 checks. Here's Senator Loeffler this morning.
I stood by the president 100% of the time. I'm proud to do that. And I've said, absolutely, we need to get relief to Americans now, and I will support that.
And a few hours later, Senator Perdue agreed, joining the call for increased direct relief. This is in line with President Trump, but Republicans make up the main opposition to this measure. Is this the right move ahead of next week's election?
For the Georgia candidates, for the incumbents, it absolutely is, Chip. I mean, these are voters on the ground. It's difficult to get voters to turn out in a special election in these runoffs, but this is an issue that across the country people are paying attention to, and it's absolutely the right move to understand that these are households that need these dollars. This could really be, in a very close election, the issue that gets people motivated to go to the polls, to pay attention, and to engage those final days of the election.
And has no realistic path to quickly pass the Senate. The GOP leader is pointing to a competing bill that he introduced on Tuesday that ties an increase in the $600 stimulus checks to a repeal of a liability shield used by tech companies and a commission to review the 2020 election. McConnell said, to ensure the president was comfortable signing the bill into law, the Senate committed to beginning one process that would combine 3 of the president's priorities.
Us now to talk about what we can expect. Molly, thanks so much for being with us.
Absolutely.
So I want to ask you, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell blocked the Democrats' attempt to vote on the $2,000 stimulus checks yesterday. President Trump tweeted in part, unless Republicans have a death wish, and it is also the right thing to do, they must approve the $2,000 payments ASAP. Can you explain what Mitch McConnell is trying to accomplish here?
Well, there's a lot going on in a, as you said, a very rare session for the Senate, coming in post-Christmas and days before a new Congress is set to come into place. And really what's happening is President Trump is aligned with some unusual allies.
3 of the president's priorities in one Senate process. Trump in his statement on signing a $2.3 trillion deal that includes $900 billion for stimulus relief, told reporters that the Senate will start the process for a vote that increases checks to $2,000, repeals Section 230, and starts an investigation into the 2020 election. But that bill, Democrats argue, cannot pass the Senate because it will create support from Democrats, who have said they will unanimously back the House-passed bill.
Passed in the House overwhelmingly this past Monday, and so the Senate, Bernie Sanders, Chuck Schumer, and Democrats included, and some Republicans want to take up that bill on the Senate floor like the House did. But Mitch McConnell is trying to protect some of the Republicans in his party who say the money is too much, the debt's too high, and the money doesn't go to the right people in terms of the limits, the income limits that you need to have to get this check. So what Mitch McConnell did was he said, we're not going to, so what Bernie Sanders did was he said, well, we're not going to have a vote on this NDAA bill, the Defense Authorization Override, veto override, until we have a vote on the stimulus checks. So Mitch McConnell had to go back to his office and come up with some sort of legislative maneuvering and decided to include all of Donald Trump's objections.
Chuck Schumer told reporters at the very least the Senate deserves the opportunity for an up or down vote on increasing the individual payments to an American people. And if the Senate passes any bill besides the language that has already passed the House, it would require the legislation to bounce back to the House and be passed. The House left town until Sunday when the 117th Congress starts. If Congress misses the noon deadline, it will need to start over again. If you found this video useful, be sure to subscribe to my channel and click the bell. Thank you for watching, everybody, and until next time, have a great day.